viewer, you're most welcome to the NILE cast on Westnile television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day. Every day, my name is Okumuringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories, let's first have a look at the news making headlines. In the headlines today, Westnile Region Forum for Democratic Change youth leaders disassociate themselves from the Katonga press conference saga.
The youths that gathered at Katonga yesterday are not Westnilers.
National Water and Sewerage Corporation struggles to collect over 3 billion shillings from customers in Arua.
Our request is that let us prioritize water.
And Zombo District registers 8 fatal accidents in 1 week. This and more in the Nowcast News Bulletin.
If you are convicted of causing death, should you knock somebody that died? The sentence now is 10 years.
Good day again, viewer. You're most welcome to the Nowcast on Westnile television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. The Westnile Forum for Democratic Change Party youth leaders held a press conference at Coco Palm in Arua City with the aim of addressing the disassociation with the Katonga press conference. The FDC leaders stated that they are aggrieved by the actions of the youth and they're corralling their support behind the party leaders. Take a look. The Forum for Democratic Change Party youth leadership of the West Nile region are disassociating themselves from the youths that gathered at Katonga for a press conference representing the values of the party and commanding support from party members. These remarks were made by the FDC Youth Party representatives of the West Nile region on Wednesday, the 24th of July 2023 at Coco Palm in Arua City.
Today, we as the youths of West Nile, we feel aggrieved and we feel embarrassed with the trend of information that is flowing in the media. A group of hooliganism who claim to be youth leaders from the whole country addressed the press conference at Katonga, claiming that they are youths of this country. Youths of this country from where we don't know. In as far as FDC, we as FDC members are concerned, anything concerning FDC, we have the headquarters, the party headquarters, which is in Najanankumi, not in Katonga. And if there was a press conference in that effect, if there was any issue to that effect, which was supposed to be addressed, it was supposed to be, if there's a press conference, it's supposed to be called for by the National Youth Council, the youth chairperson, who wasn't even aware of the press conference of the so-called youths in Katonga. So as West Nilers, we want to disassociate ourselves from those called youths from Katonga who claim that people from the nationwide are there. So we feel disappointed, we feel aggrieved by the actions of these people. We want to state it very categorically clearly that the youths that gathered at Katonga yesterday are not West Nilers. We West Nilers, we are rallying our support behind our party leaders. We have a constitution, we respect the constitution. We want our people to know that the current leadership of FDC is working based on the constitution. They have respected and hold the constitution, and if there's anybody who feels whatever they are doing is out of the constitution, we have the National Delegates Conference, which is going to be there in November. We have the National Council sitting, the National Council meeting, which is going to be held on Friday at Najanankumi, where we're supposed to sit and address some of these issues and some of these concerns are supposed to be addressed.
John Onzima, the FDC chairperson, Majokolo District, stated that the Forum for Democratic Change Party has its constitution and structure, and if there is need to censor a party leadership, it isn't done through a press conference.
The youth from the Katonga, the organized and scrupulous youth, are saying that the youth in this nation are trying to rally behind the party to organize a protest for the party president and the party secretary general to step down. And this has not been, actually it has been uncalled for. We want to express our disappointment with the message that has been going viral to the media. And these are the perpetrators of the issue that we are going to put this party at stake. If there is any information which we are supposed to put to the media, it should come through the Youth League structure. And therefore, as the youth chairperson of this region, the youth chairperson of West Nile region, we have gathered here to state to the media that we want to dissociate ourselves from the information which is going on round by Friday, that the youth are going to rampage to protest against what is going on in the party leadership as of now. And therefore, we want to say the party has its structure. If there is anything to do with to censor the party leadership, it's not done through the press conference. The press conference cannot address anything to do with censoring the party leadership to step down. And of course, as being the party, the Youth League, there has never been a statement been made on behalf of the youth of Uganda that the party secretary general and the president is to step down. If it is to come through, I think should be done through the National Delegate Conference, which is soon to be done in November. And what is coming on Friday will determine the conflict resolution through the Council of the Elders, who are going to present a report to the people of the party and also the masses of Uganda.
Museka Natasha, the FDC PRO for Arua City, stated that the Forum for Democratic Change party in the West Nile is organized and the party leadership should refrain from dividing the party.
What I want to tell our people, our leaders who are trying to divide us in FDC, that maybe age is going, they are tired up of FDC. They will grow old, but FDC will never grow old. We are not actually going to follow people who are trying to divide us. Our main office of FDC is in Ajana Kumbi, but not these other offices which are out. If they're trying to lead us to other party like NUP or NRM, we are not going to be part of them. We shall still remain FDCs. In West Nile.
The Forum for Democratic Change party is currently in disarray as allegations of bribery and illicit money by the party leadership has escalated into fighting and conflict within the party. Okumuringa Christine for Westnile Television.
One Uganda, one people, one people, one Uganda.
And more in our stories, National Water and Sewage Corporation is struggling to obtain over 3 billion shillings that has occurred as arrears with its customers in Arua City. According to Ijuka Norman, the engineer at National Water and Sewage Corporation Arua area, these funds, which have accumulated during the last financial year, have affected much of their operations, including efforts of extending water to other potential users who demand them, among others. Frederick Jomadri reports.
We request that, especially these big consumers, government institutions, that they should prioritize water. Not only the government institutions and big private institutions, also every other customers. Yes, we know an individual or institutions have priorities, have a lot of bills to pay. Our request is that let us prioritize water. Let us make sure that if you consume a bill of around 20,000 every month, we request that you make it a priority that every month I put 20,000 aside and you have to pay. When you look at the whole of the last financial year, we are in areas of around 3 billion. These are areas we have with all our customers. This is money which will be put in the corporation and helps us to extend water to deeper places which do not have water and serve customers much better. For our area, most of our customers, we don't have a lot of industries. We find that most of our customers are homes, hotels. So the biggest part of these areas is under domestic category. Domestic category, I'm talking about homes, because we serve domestic, we serve commercial premises, we serve industries, government institutions, and what we call PSP. These are public standpoints. So most of this money is with people at their homes. That's why we are requesting people come forward and pay this.
And more in our stories, Zombo District Traffic Police has launched operations to crack down on reckless cyclists in a bid to curb down on accident-related cases. This was revealed by the Zombo District Traffic Officer Aigulord Jean during a sensitization meeting with motorists at Culture Center, Paida Town Council. Alfred Jawok reports.
Traffic police in Zombo district have launched an operation to crack down reckless cyclists in a bid to reduce cases of accidents on the road. According to Inspector of Police Ja Igulot, the Zombo district traffic officer, since this month began, the district has registered 8 fatal accident cases across the district. While addressing boda riders at Cultural Center by the Town Council this morning, Igulot called upon the riders to be conscious on the road. He added that after the sensitization of the riders, police will be harsh on the riders who do not follow traffic rules and road safety acts.
Concern of what is happening now, the death rate. Accident. And above all, caused by boda riders. And now even our bosses are blaming us that we are not talking. We are not talking to you. We are not sensitizing you. Everything we come here and say, do this, you don't want. There is an amendment. This reckless driving here. You be very careful. Because for me, I don't want to take you to court. There is an amendment here. Now, if you are convicted of causing death, should you knock somebody that dies? The sentence now is 10 years. You know, fine. At least when you causing injury is 2 million, not exceeding 2 million.
Fred Onenarash, chairperson Zombo District Boda Association, revealed that they have lost over 30 motorcycles to robbers who disguise themselves as customers.
And on record, Mishako Mirachel, Mitundu, any more beweshu, the office one support the piki Muruini, Makata Pirade. For that, I should not eat stage Majum Fatema, Yega Mukado, Mishako Casa Shell, Tudu and when winning piki day. Then go away, command my mind. Where Kuma will Tongo down, keep bash my report when you give me a book. Coward will take a accident, but accident again was done what you would, down for the border. One year accident, then you can overtake reporter. Moketi and go meet for ring piki, and take a down cannon over you would. To also traffic, I watch here, wish any could have been Niwa or ring piki together. Ring motor car, the car move back a shop, Wapoki to a big carashell. The cook give a wall, go down ring piki. But you want your Terama or Madi. In one car delay, one more car, Venus to me, my Ebenyard accident.
In the meantime, Kizito Jameer Padano, chairperson Modern Boda Savings Group, located in Paida Town Council, lauded the police for organizing such a sensitization meeting for all the riders in the district so that cases of accidents can be reduced.
Aina dwa kwa Washmadit asaga ne bibera mamungu yuni atinju tela mwaba gamende pa Uganda mantu dongo mwami Zombo district ni hiyo binibini deku wiwa mani miyo iwa ponji iko mungudu mwabe wotu wabe nwangu peki iya ima tong. Inwangu sa mukende washi boda garage entandaji mukende giringo piki kuda yumpo rengo. Giringe nang shal kumoko nange belo pinyi malake keshi niki mukende giringo nang condition ba piki jalengo ngo entore afon mungo ni atino ga mukete jodongo eni gibino kamiwa ponji ni kumungudu mwabe woti iye. Amita kwa yo members wada kodano sheke magiringo piki man jotela wada matong wa mekushingwa karashel wa nenu wa sao yore sheke mwa chupo julu kudu speedy matong kulembe mbe kadi kindwa wa kara wa chupo nenu gina ngoma chupo pedu ber iwa Zombo mwame district Zombo district mamua penyi mwabe diang pereni aremo kudu bedu o iwa ingudu man kuopa wia ende pigi tek iwa mana wia eni kagerengo piki asaga wa kwa unia uwegi piki bedi condition mwako maber makate kine imi shing driver peri rider ebe ringa inde nge ni piki te condition maber asaga wo rider da kwa unia ubedu wori ngudu yen ngudu tie palwak ngudu tie ngo pangata shell kende ibino nga belu de be woto kecha ngati ma itembede be woto kecha dano mo gitie jupeyo gitongwa ngine no ngom shungo de donc injalo rider ibedu kunge ngeshmania ibe woti ngudu inrombo ko kitlambe maduka donc tekine wa ube woti ngudu woto mo nge ni lambe duba gitie magibe kada saga ne kwa parashidi ba modern chekeche magiti Westnile eni nebi karashelo kudipa da kudika bedo matung members momi modern wa wururu we kara tisheke mwa betemu kudukeliwa dugi marash ekeliwa bero man kwa mwere kirete man kwa peri in rider maibe rengo.
Reports from traffic police, PAIDA, indicate that 2 cases of fatal accidents involving tricycle and a Bajaj motorcycle, which killed 2 people on spot on Monday and 6 others last week. During the sensitization meeting, several dignitaries were present: Zombo District Police Commander, Superintendent of Police, Nelson Ahabwe, Chairperson PAIDA Town Council, Innocent Onega Godfred, Vice Chairperson, Westnile Boda Boda Association, Rasul Oriem, among others. Alfred Jawok, Westnile TV, Nilecast.
And more in our stories. Esuru Maracha Foundation has trained youth and teenage mothers in the Greater Olivu Sub-County on both commercial and subsistence farming as a way to eradicate poverty and hunger in that community. Osuta Yusuf reports. Esuru Maracha Foundation, a non-governmental organization in Maracha District, has on the 20th of July 2023 turned to training youths and teenage mothers in the Greater Olivu Sub-County on how to do both commercial and subsistence farming as a way of elevating themselves and their families from the clutches of poverty and hunger. Kanta Obuba from Draju Village, Draju Parish, Obiba Sub-County applauded Esuru Maracha Foundation for giving them such an opportunity to train them on agriculture, and also pledged to put into good use the knowledge she has learned from the training on commercial farming by sharing it with her fellow ladies.
Today I will take this opportunity to girls from Obiba Sub-County, in my sub-county, to do farming as a business. Today I've joined this program of Esuru Foundation. I'll teach girls of my age how to do money from farming and agriculture as a business.
Assistant Community Development Officer for Agai Town Council, Gabriel Drate, who was the facilitator for the training, stated that from the analysis he conducted, what affects most of the community members is a rigid mindset towards development.
What is very important is people are not aware how they do things. They are open, their minds are rigid. They are not open. They are not changed to the recent development trends. I myself followed and I gave feedback of a supporting organization. So I see that they are really helping.
The Vice President for Esuru Maracha Foundation, Francis Govule, noted that they identified agriculture specifically for this training because the training on commercial agriculture is intended to open the brains of youth and women on how they can be able to identify opportunities.
Today, we are in a Great Olive Sub-County to handle issues of mindset change, especially to handle the change the mindset of teenage mothers and their spouses, and equally to empower them with the idea of how they can be able to get income generating activities. So we took them through agriculture as a business, because about 80% of Ugandans are engaged in agriculture and it's our backbone. So we want to take them to agriculture. And why we have chosen these topics is because we have realized that the majority of our youth are seated by the roadside. So we realize that they are not very productive. And many of our teenage mothers are actually not also very productive, they are not in school. So we wanted to equip them with the mind that still is lacking in them, so they're able to identify very many opportunities that they can actually, how they can be able to develop. So the problem of the people of this world and Uganda today is the issue of poor attitude to work. And for that reason, we have embarked on issues of mindset change. And I believe from here and from what we have seen, that majority of them, minds have already been opened for opportunities.
This training on commercial agriculture becomes the second training offered by Esuru Maracha Foundation after their first training launched on liquid soap making in June 2023, spread across Maracha District. Osuta Yusuf and Dokumuringa Christine for Westnile Television, Nilecast. And more in our stories. Since the launch of the Presidential Initiative for Wealth Creation termed to be Yoga program in Arua District in 2021, the officials have confirmed progress in the implementation of the revolving program. John Nzama, the district commercial officer who doubles as the focal person, says out of 580 million shillings that was dispersed to 18 categories of SACCO groups, there are realized profits of 5 audited SACCOs. Frederick Jomadri reports.
I talk now. We can now talk about 900 million from 5 80. Many of these circles have really grown their city capital, like produce dealers who got 30 million, their capital has grown up to 120 million. And the market vendors who were also given 30 million, it has grown up to 90 million. The women entrepreneurs who were given 30 million has grown to 80 million. And also local leaders whose capital was 50 million has grown to 70 million. So this is, I think, a sign that people are really doing something on the ground with this money. And given of course frequent visits, if we continuously sensitize them and backstop them, definitely this money will grow. Capital is always small and it keeps growing as when the members are really serious.
And more in our stories, the team from Africa Development Bank, together with officials from the Ministry of Local Government, on Wednesday had an interface with NEBI municipal officials and market vendors in order to prepare validation reports to support the municipality for it to benefit from the project of the main market construction under the Market and Agriculture Trade Improvement Program. Dennis Oringi reports.
NEBI municipality main market vendors together with the leaders seem to be having hope of seeing the main market constructed to the modern standard. This is after the officials from the African Development Bank, led by the officials from Ministry of Local Government, visited the municipality yesterday to ascertain the level of preparedness for the municipality to benefit from the multi-billion market to be constructed under Market and Agriculture Trade Improvement Program, MATIP 3. The team started the assessment of the level of preparations from the municipality leadership by visiting the relocation site that has been set aside by the authority on Arua Road. Later on, the officials proceeded to the main market where they were welcomed by a lot of excitement by the market vendors. While speaking to the delegates at the main market, the chairperson of NEBI Market Vendors Association hailed the leadership of NEBI municipality for working hard to see that the market is worked upon.
This market has a total number of 1,209 vendors who operate both during the day up until 9 p.m. daily. However, there are some few people who do their business in season. The relationship between us and the municipal authority is very good, if not excellent.
Some of the locals say that if constructed, the market will contribute greatly to the household income of the vendors and it will spur development in the municipality.
Space oldong iwa wachako nwango pero aya jumange machalo giketo nangi dikoro ngombe yol wek wa pasi kom piny majo welo ngoni kom jumapol giketi ngombe
Giero lembe manaka kwa chulu rent niwegi ot mugiero ubeshida kupegiwa aya shul manya tindu nango sagwa
soko muto bino ma eni ekielende maditiwa dano minedi bero maditi ma wachinwa asiel wachinwa kubore mo kodano mo kende.
Engineer Magezi Dennis from Ministry of Local Government says all the documents have been submitted and approved for municipality to benefit from the program of constructing the main market, and he thanked the leadership of NEBI municipality for the teamwork showed.
We submitted all the design documents and all the reports, environmental, like you told them, when we approved the Ingram at the council to the bank.
The leadership of the municipality and the district have unanimously agreed to support the project and say that the poverty level in the municipality and the district is reduced.
This market, I know when they build it, our women, not only the women, even our young girls, the others who have dropped out of school, it will help them in doing many other businesses.
They are praying that with these people who are coming to construct this market, let them try to make a good market that can contain number of vendors.
The current market that we have is very small. We find people sitting in the sun. People do not have enough walkways. Some of the vendors have more than expected goods, and they end up not putting all of them, displaying all of them to be sold. So
funders, African Development Bank, took initiative to come and interview our people for a proper appraisal. And what perturbs me so much is, among all the other markets being constructed, NEBI has been chosen to represent the other markets.
Dr. Mark Egan, the principal agricultural economist with the African Development Bank, says the position of Nebi municipality gives a very good opportunity for the market to be constructed, since it also serves the people of Democratic Republic of Congo.
I was happy to hear that this Nebi municipality or district is close to DRC, so it is going to facilitate cross-border trade. It's not only going to send you a loan, but then we're also going to earn some exchange rates from the activities of the market.
The acting commissioner local economic development, who represented the permanent secretary Ministry of Local Government Kikulu Kunyo, Faisal Sali, says goal of the project is to contribute to poverty reduction and economic growth in Nebi municipality through enhanced commercialization of agricultural produce and other merchandise.
In the ministry, we want to see three things happening. We want to see household income improving. And that's the amount of this project. We want to see you people getting jobs out of this project. We want to see revenue being collected by the local government, by the municipality, out of this project. It's out of these revenues that we shall be able then to deliver on some services that our people keep demanding.
The municipality member of parliament, Ashim Sleiman, as municipality leaders, they will be waiting for the report from the Matip team, in which they believe in 2 months' time they will already know the position of Nebi municipality in as far as benefiting from the program is concerned.
The new program we have come up with, we have the PPM now. As I talk now, this municipality alone, each parish has got 100 million for last financial year. The last financial year. So each parish, meaning within the municipality here, for agricultural produce, yes. Within the municipality here, we have 9 parishes. Those are 900 million injected this financial year. Then next financial year, another, which we are in now, this current financial year, we are going to get another 100 million per each parish, which is again another 900 million going to 1.8 billion within 2 years. Then in 5 years, that's a lot of money. All these are going to agricultural produce. They are going to, these people have circles which they are using this money to produce, to come and sell in the same market.
Dennis Oringi, Westnile TV, Nilecast.
And more in our stories. The organizers of the International Youth Day celebrations have tabled a draft budget of 42 million shillings set to be reviewed. The organizers are appealing to the organizations to support the day slated for the 14th to the 12th of August 2023 by at least picking one item from the draft budget so as to make the day colorful. Farish Majid reports.
The organizing committee for the International Youth Day celebrations in Arua City have come up with a draft budget of about 42 million Ugandan shillings, subject to review by Friday, as they call for public support to fund the budget. This year, the organizers are looking out to having a number of activities such as community dialogue and cleaning, youth parliament, different sports games, all aimed at bringing together the youths. Dorothy Felix Dennis, the chairperson organizing committee, urged the organizations and individuals who have a direct connection to the youth to offer support towards the cause.
Thank you. If you're an organization, you're a business, whatever you're doing, 75% of the people you serve are the young people. And where we intend to get this money is from you, the NGOs, the community-based organizations, the city council, our leaders, the business community, everybody. You are part of this day, and it is on 12. It is on 12. We cannot, if we cannot postpone New Year's Day, we cannot postpone International Youth Day. If we cannot postpone Christmas Day, we cannot postpone this day. It is on 12. You can come out and support us. That's the basic thing we need. We need your support. We have come up with a budget that is going to be shared, and we are coming to your offices to seek for support. Please, we request you support the young people.
Some organizations like the Uganda Red Cross Society and Restless Development have already pledged support towards the cause.
So far we have pledged to host the community, is it the dialogue? Yes. The youth parliament. So I'm going to share whatever is here back with my bosses, and I request this project to be out as early as possible to see where we can fit in very fast and come back to the board and explain and we move forward. And that day we are planning to have an after party to meet after the day. Very close to planning to occupy that place for at least the whole night and make everybody feel. You will all be welcome. And a humble request was made from the management to make sure we are fully involved throughout the process till the end of this year. Thank you.
Especially for the youth parliament, we are very eager to participate because we have different community youth-led participants at the community level. And then also I'm happy to announce in the room that we have the youth advisory board members that we are trained by Restless Development, and I'm happy that Magez is here. He was part and partial for that training and Dory. So we shall be able to engage them in the dialogues, in the talk shows, and other activities that will be coming forth for this particular event.
Meanwhile, Onyiru Dorin, the female councillor to Central Division in Arua City, appealed to the youth to take active part in the celebrations slated to begin on the 4th till the 12th of August at the office of the Prime Minister grounds in Arua City.
I would like to urge the young people as their leader, as the female youth councillor, directed me in this because they trusted in me. But I would say that every youth has to come for these celebrations, since we have arranged everything, we have planned.
This year, the day will be celebrated under the theme Accelerating Recovery from COVID-19 and Full Implementation of the 2030 Agenda, the Role of the Youth. The International Youth Day is celebrated annually to raise awareness about cultural and legal issues related to the youth worldwide. Farish Majid, Westnile TV Nilecast.
My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. You are most welcome for daily sports news at Westnile TV. In one of the stories we have got for you today, Aroi and Manbe division in Aroi City kickstarts with their ball games. The two divisions in Aivu East, that's both Aroi and Manbe sub-county, have seen different schools coming from the different angles of the two divisions. There are two venues where, of course, these games are played. We have got Ombati Primary Playground and Oracle Primary Playground. Let's have more of the story. Both Manbe and Aroi division in Aroi City have today kickstarted with their ball games for primary schools. Schools from the different angles in these two divisions have turned up in numbers to fight for their fates. Two venues, that's Ombati Primary Playground and Oracle Primary Playground, all in Manbe Division, have been approved for the 2 days tournament in which the finals will take place tomorrow. Jumapili Joseph, the General Secretary, gives more on the proceedings of the games.
We are having inter-school competition, which resumes today and it is ending tomorrow in 2 venues. The first venue is in Ombati Primary School and the second venue is in Oracle Primary School. Here we are hosting 9 schools and Oracle is hosting also 9 schools. And the challenges we are likely to face is the distance, because the distance from here up to Oracle is a bit far, and we expect challenges as far as the transport is concerned. People to move from one venue to another to watch matches will be a challenge. And right now, our Emmanuel zone only has one category, which will be a challenge for intercity competition, because in the intercity they need under 12 and under 14. Since we only have under 14, so we are lacking under 12, but we shall see. We shall use our technicality to make sure that we raise the 2 teams to compete favorably in the intercity competition. The games are proceeding well. As it has just started, we have not realized the major problems yet. Maybe they will come at a later time.
Meanwhile, Apa Kutesi, a teacher at Oracle Primary, at the same time the chief umpire for the games, gives her view on how the games are going.
Today we're having our competition. This is in the school, Arroy and Manibe. We have 19 schools. Out of 19 schools, we group the schools into 4 groups, A, B, C, D. A, B is playing here. The center is in Umbasi Primary School. Then C, D, the center is in Oracle Primary School. Here I'm the chief umpire. We started the game with the Eleku versus Eleku with the Arroy. Eleku has defeated Arroy 15-9. Now this is not the second. The second game was between Ombati and Ariavu. Ombati won the game. This is now the third game between Iwadi Primary School and Alivu Primary School. We are still proceeding with the game. The games are going on well. There are no indiscipline cases. We have realized. So I think we're okay in this center. One challenge we have faced here is the minute we are allocated for these games. It's supposed to be full time, but due to time factor and weather, out of 60 minutes we reduced to 20. Actually, this is one of the rules for the game. When we're playing group stages or preliminaries, we use 20 minutes, then we shall continue to increase it in other games. The competition will take 2 days. We started today. Today is Thursday. We shall end tomorrow, Friday. The final will be tomorrow evening.
Oraku Benson Pastore, Westnile TV Sports News. Some of the divisions in Arua City, of course, have already come to an end with their ball games like Dadam Oluko. Meanwhile, Aroi Manibe, as the story has been running, is still going. It's 2 days tournament. And Arua Central Division is still going on. Meanwhile, the other divisions we have from the western part of Arua City, they will be kickstarting with theirs next week. And this one is taking us to what is transpiring as far as Central Division ball games are concerned, probably about the updates of netball ball games. Remember, the netball ball games in Central Division, they are taking place at Arua Public Primary Playground. Let's have the compiled story.
In netball at Arua Public Primary School playgrounds, the games entered day 2 where 48 primary schools are competing in the different categories of under 12, under 14 and under 16. Asona Munduru, the in charge of the games, has this to say.
We started yesterday. So many schools up to 48 have turned up for this tournament. They are very competitive. The games are going on very well. Since yesterday till now, we have played over. The number is not exact, but it has reached about 60 almost 70 games already. I feel there's no problem. Teams are not complaining, but those who lose, they take it positive. Those who win, they also take it positive. However, due to the large numbers, communication to the teams has been still a problem, because we need a bigger public address system so that the message can reach. So it stresses us to at times move around looking for some of these teams, but today was far better. Yesterday though there was rain that came to interrupt us. People were not used to this style of gala, but now they're catching up very well.
These games are expected to end on Sunday, according to the organizing committee. Farish Majid, Owen Ezaga, Westnile TV Sports.
Away from the ongoing ball games at the city level, this time we are turning our focus to what is happening at the national level, and we are discussing about Aziz Kayondo, the former left back of Vipers Sports Club. This guy left Vipers to join a team in the names of Vaikov, and he spent 3 months at the club before joining MLS side Real Monarch. Just early this year, he left the club to join CD Leganes 2 of Spain. And as I talk right now, the guy has already confirmed his on loan move to Hapoel Tel Aviv, a club that plays in Israel. Away from that, we are turning our focus to what is happening internationally, and we are discussing about Jordan Henderson. This player has confirmed his move to Al Ettifaq. Al Ettifaq is a club that plays in Saudi Pro League and is managed by Steven Gerrard, the former captain of Liverpool Football Club. The player joined Reds from Sunderland way back in 2011, and he has gone on to spend 12 years at the club. In 2015, he was handed the captain band after Steven Gerrard retired, and he has gone on to win a lot of trophies with the team of Liverpool, winning UEFA Champions League in 2019, and the following year winning the English Premier League title with the team of Liverpool after 30 years, and has also gone on to win FIFA Club World Cup, FA Cup, not forgetting about EFL League Cup. Away from the story of Jordan Henderson moving to Saudi Pro League, we are turning our focus to David Silva, who has already called an end to his football career. This player entirely played for Etihad-based club Manchester City, joining the club from Mestalla-based club Valencia way back in 2010, and he went on to spend 10 years with Manchester City, winning 4 English Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, 5 League Cups with the team of Manchester City. He went on to have more than 400 appearances for the Citizens and scoring 77 goals for Manchester City. He left the club to join Spanish Primera Division based club Real Sociedad in 2020, and today he has called an end to his football career because of a nasty injury he sustained in the pre-season with Real Sociedad. That's all what I have prepared for you today in Sports News. My name is Oracle Benson Pastore.
Thank you, Benson Pastore, for that sports news and sports update. And with that, we have come to the end of the Nilecast on Westnile Television. Thank you for being with us from the beginning of the Nilecast to the end of the Nilecast, only on Westnile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of the subsequent programs that may follow. My name is Okumaringa Christine. Have a good day.